Hello and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Rush. This is map 12, the destination, and as you can see we've got 1,234 monsters and 7 secrets. And this is a big architectural masterpiece. It's going to take me an hour and a half to crunch through this. If you want to see all the beauty of this faster, I'll post Ancalagon's run in the description. But this is going to take me around an hour and a half, and I want to get into this lift, so let's get started. Hit the 3 pressure pads, grab the armor, backpack and ammo, and the weapons, and it lowers the entrance. I like to try and sneak past the soul sphere and leave it for later. Not important you do it, just the way I like to run it. And take these out, punch a little hole through the imps, and then line them up and start taking them down. So I say line them up, good practice to do it obviously. You are not kind of heavily resource starved on this, so you don't need to be particularly good at lining stuff up. But I like the practice of it, and like any map, you know, the more advantages you put in your favor, the better, particularly for long maps. So draw everything over to one side, punch a hole, run past it all. And we're going to keep this little soft underbelly of imps between us and the Hell Knights at the back. And hopefully those Hell Knights and Revenants are going to infight and do useful things for us. And just make life generally a little bit easier for us. And if we get pushed back far enough, like here, we've got some Hectaby behind us, so at this stage I would tend to take out the rocket launcher and start to soften some stuff up. If you get a space, just run past, because now your back is to safety, which is good. And use the shotgun to take out the rest. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we can hear the imps still there. Let's grab the rocket boxes. 14 shells is pretty good. Let's grab a few in here and get out. Don't get hung up. So again, just line a few things up and keep going. As I say, it's just a very long map, so you just need to make a couple of smaller mistakes and suddenly you're in a corner and it's going to get very, very tough. So I like to line stuff up so I'm always flushed with ammo and weapons, and that's not going to be an issue for me. Okay, in here, grab the health if you need it. More shells and stuff there. Going to leave the soul sphere because the next section has got loads and loads of health potions. So I'm going to prefer to keep those. Watch the Revenant here. There we go. Keep going, keep going. Good. And then in here, Cyber's in. Let's circle around the Cyber so we get a good infight. And get out of here. Good. Grab the stim packs if you need it. I'm going to run over the other side. Hopefully that Cyber's going to take down all of them for us. Walk in here for a trap. And hopefully Manny's going to get angry and we can get it to start infighting stuff. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just not interested. Just be careful. Oh, that was close. Oh, there we go. Come on, hit the Cyber. That'll be really good. There we go. Come on. Okay, over here we're going to bring in some Revenants. Just be careful. I like to just pump a couple of rockets out as I back out of there. Okay, whoa, that was nice. Pick all this. The Cyber sounds like it's getting close, so I need to be careful. Oh, sounds like they're all dead. Not sure how I managed that. Or if somebody else managed it for me. So keep the Cyber on that side, that's fine. Okay, gonna wake up 2 Archies, one on that side. Come on, Archie. Where are you gonna come? Actually, this door is better because I don't have so many bodies around it. That's nice. Other Archfile, let's do the same. Get a couple of rockets moving before it comes. Oh, I don't want it coming through there. Come on. I'm going to keep this going because I don't want it resurrecting the Revenants on me. There we go. Pretty good. Happy with that. Next is the Arachnotron. Get the lower ones first because they're easier to hit. 3 rockets on each. It's pretty good. That'll do. Out of rockets, but that's okay because the Archies left us some. Okay, let's grab those. Just moving around here pretty quick because I don't want to get cornered by all the projectiles crossing the room. It's a pretty busy room. There's lots of stuff happening here. 3 rockets again. And last one. I like to get the Arachnotrons out first because they're pretty... I don't know. If they target you, you can get in a lot of trouble quite quickly. So they're a much bigger risk than the imps, for instance. So I like to get them out of the way and then just deal with the imps. Once one side is done, easier to take out the imps than the other. we go. Okay, I've woken up some stuff. Let's keep going with it. Grab the rockets and some shells. Do the same on this side. Pick them all up. Just every now and again, have a look at that cyber. If it's over there, you're safe. If it's not, you could get in trouble. I like to stand around here where all the monsters can see me, so throw loads of projectiles, but I'm far enough back that the top step scrubs off all the rockets and things that are coming after me. But if they fire enough, there's going to be some good infighting there. And whenever I get bored, I can just step in and throw in a couple of rockets to speed it up a little bit. Like this, when they're all infighting a little bit, I don't mind stepping in. Just watch, the chasing rockets are tough on this. Okay. Oops, stood a bit too far back. Come on, okay. Let's get rid of that rocket. I'm not good with chasing rockets, you can probably tell. Over here. Oh, no. That'll do. Don't want to be waiting too long. Ooh, that one came back. That was interesting. Still coming. Let's get out of the way. There you are. Okay, let's wake stuff up. Even more stuff. Fine. Again, similar approach here. If they're distracted, throw a rocket in. You can see more chasing rockets there. Just be super careful with them. Again, not doing a great job. I'm still being chased. Just be careful. Just want the revenants down. Once they're down, I'd be happy enough. They're not down. Come on. Oh, it's gonna chase me. Let's go. Come on, where are you? Looking for that revenant. You can hear a couple of them round. Just be careful. Okay, just taking that one down for now. And then, actually, if I've got it, the sniping tool, I can take out the imps in the pit that are scamming me. Okay, so let's tidy up this side. There we go, I could have those one left. Pal Knight next, and then all the big monsters here are down. That's pretty good. And I can start to deal with the rest. So we've got plenty of them stacked up, so why not? Very, very satisfying. And once it thins out a bit, I'll just super shotgun the rest. This side's got enough meat on it that worth another rocket or two. Just shows how a little bit of distance makes that super shotgun, well, both of them, not doing well there. Okay, all looking good. I've got 2 medikits, so I'm actually going to grab some ammo here and trade some shells for health. Let's do it again, because we've got some stim packs there as well. And let's grab both of these. Good. And then I always forget this, back up top, just watch out for the cyber, because... yeah, there it is. Good. And then jump across and grab the rockets on either side. When you forget these, it gets miserable. You'll run low on them when you need them most. So that's pretty good. And then I'm going to flip the switches. We've got 2 switches on either side, get us the BFG. This one, each of them lowers a blocker over there to a switch in the wall. So lower the blocker, get in, and now we can flip the switch. Now, I'm strictly standing on top of the pillars to block it, but it's okay because it's infinite height. So let's do the same here. Flip it, run over here, up top, flip it. Okay, hop off, we've got that, and we can get some stim packs to keep us going. And I'm going to go up top here next. Next section here, we need to be super careful. So let's grab that. We do have a secret. So let's trigger the secret. Come on. There we go. So you can see the wall lowering down over there. That's a secret. We'll get back to that in a bit. This bit is really tricky. We've got an arch file. The main problem is an arch file on either side. So hit this one, get it down while getting cover from the other one that is attacking your back. And then turn around and take it down as quick as you can. So don't even wait. So I'm blocked from the other one. And then when I'm ready, back out. And then up top, this one here. Under the pillar to get cover. Okay. And then I'm going to run through everything and get up top here because that cyber is coming through. And this is a nice area to deal with the next section. So get rid of all the rockets and things coming your direction by hiding behind the pillar. And when you get a chance, step out, throw a couple of rockets. You need to dodge here a bit as well. Oh, come on. Thought that was going to come around and get me. Ah, that was pretty easy. So the closet over there is what we're aiming at. Let's get rid of all them. And I'll save myself a rocket. Just watch as you peep out. If there's a rocket with a tail on it, it's going to chase you and you're going to get it in the face. Just be careful. Like that. Oop. Well, that one didn't have a tail. Okay, so we're pretty good. We've got the same revenants on this side, so just be careful. Going to run off here. And throw your rockets in here to take them down. Okay, that's pretty good. That rocket, I ran the wrong side of the rocket. Run this side instead, and then it runs into the wall. The other side, it just bounces out and follows you. Okay, so we're pretty good here. We've got all the weapons and ammo and things. And I'm going to go in here to the secret. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to grab one of these. So we're one cell pack short. And then we're going to go up top this side instead, this time, to get back out. So if you want to get back out of here, of the pit, you need to go up to one of these sides. So now I've got all the cells in there. So I've got 2 bulk cells in there, which is helpful. Going to run in here. See the cyber? Come on, shoot at me here. Give me a bit of space. Come on. Doesn't need to shoot it. Okay, we're going to run through the next section. And we keep the cyber alive for this part. Okay, just going to run for... Oh, there it goes. So we've got lots of things there. Shoot the BFG because that Arachnotron will hold you up. But all the stuff that's spawning in there, we've got Spectres, we've got Imps, we've got Revenants, and we've got a Cyber, probably an Arachnotron as well. And they're all going to infight. So that's why we get the Cyber alive. This section is miserable. I find this really tough. Do not come in here without full kind of cells and health. We do have the Megasphere, leave it alone. I've got a Revenant on either side as a turret. I'm going to take them down, and then Imps on both ledges. My main priority is clear all of them. And then on the other side, we've got loads of Revenants and Hectobi and the Cyber Demon. I'm going to let them hopefully infight and then take the Cyber Demon down once it's distracted. But you need to keep moving on this. It's very, very punishing. Okay, so first Revenants. 2 rockets on that one. Get a rocket ahead here. Over and around, so like S-shaped type maneuver. Try and get your rockets ahead of you. Oops. 2 rockets up at that. I think I got the... Oh no, I didn't. That Revenant's still there. Try not to pick up the Mega, obviously, because... Oh, something died. I'm actually hoping that's not the Cyber from this side. And I can't look up the check yet, because I'm too distracted. Whoa, okay. Oh, that was a nice dodge, actually. Okay. I am not seeing the Cyber on the other side, so I think it's been clawed to death. It's actually quite bad news, because we've got loads and loads of Revenants that are hard to deal with here. So I'm not good at that. You know what? I should just stick on the BFG and go and toast some stuff. I've got health, so I should do it before I'm going to die. Okay, let's get out of there because I'm not doing a good job of it. Didn't want to pick that up, but I did. Okay. Actually, Revenants down in the pit. I didn't even know there were down there. If I can hit... There we go, like hit the posts, I can kill some stuff without, using the infinite height, which can be helpful. Okay, so I've got a Hectobus over there. I really need to take it down. It's just not safe running around like this. Okay, that's pretty good. So next thing I need to do is deal with all the stuff in the cages over there. If I get a good angle on this side, you can take them down. But you can get rockets coming through that great, so you need to be a little bit careful. And what can be really painful at times are rockets where, it auto-aims down and I catch the edge of a lip and I kill myself. So just being way too cautious here, but feel the need to do it. Oh, that's exactly what I meant. Okay, let's get over to the other side. I want to take down this Revenant. Good. Revenant on the other side. That's down, good. And now I want to take these down. Just be careful, because as you can see, the imps can get you. That one's down. That one's already down. And walked into that. Okay. So I've actually tidied this up pretty well, except for the imps. So let's deal with some of the imps. Again, I see that they can come through. Be careful with that. Okay. I can see enough of them to take them down from here. I'm being a bit patient here. My last 2 runs I died in this room. So I'm being a bit careful. You can see the switch just beside me. That starts up the next mechanics. Okay. So I'm going to drop in here because there are lots of rockets and things that are useful. Let's pick those. This floor is all very damaging in the lava around it. So in, open, back, and then on. You can take a lot of damage here just waiting for the lift, even though it's a fast lift. So be careful with it. Okay. So it looks like everything is down from over here. As in, like, the cyber demon is... There's a lot of revenants alive here. I'm not expecting this, to be honest. I've got some hit scan here, so don't mind putting a bit of damage on them, because they flood into the room when I open this. It's not going to be very comfortable. But I'm surprised my Arachnotron and my Cyber haven't done more work here. Unless they're just stuck somewhere silly. I'll say rockets can come through, so I'm being very, very careful here. Okay. So we can flip the switch. It opens 2 sides for us. One, it opens this to get into that section, and the other is the area there you just saw. So I'm going to go back out this way first, but it's opened up that teleporter as well for another section. So let's just check what's happened here. Need to take down that Revenant in the corner. Just be careful there isn't anything hiding around. Something might have fallen asleep or similar. Okay, looking pretty good. So we've got an Archfile that's going to have resurrected all the stuff here. Focus the Archfile. Interesting, they didn't resurrect everything. Got nicely penned in there, so it's easy to take it down. Ah, such a waste. They're so hard to hit like that. This is risky. But there we go. When they're moving along in a line like that, I actually find it quite hard to take them down. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's it. Good. So we're in really good health now. Back up to 200%. And we've got plenty of rockets and shells. Okay, this next section I'm going to do. We can pick these up. We don't need them. So let's keep going. I'm going to go in and do this section. This is a bit of an unusual section. Very, very interesting, but nonetheless unusual. So I've got a strategy for this. Let's run through. Again, I'm going to try not to pick stuff up that... Oops, that was bad. That's not a good start. Let's hop down here. I was trying to just run around that. Let's pick up all the rockets. Nothing interesting happens till I flip a switch, but let's grab some stuff first. You can see there's an area out here. I'm going to open that up as a second wave. That's not what we're going to do first, though. And this is quite tough because I try and get 2 waves in one just to get it... Try and process the area a little bit faster. So rather than 1 wave and then killing everything, then second wave, I'm going to try and take the first 2 in one go. That means I need to hit 2 switches in the middle that are protected by all of those barons. So it needs to take them down. Also need to be mindful of that spider mastermind because it's going to start targeting and scamming me. There we go. Okay. Flip the switch over the other side. Picked up something I didn't need to. Flip the switch. In here. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I achieved what I wanted, which is I bought everything in, and it's all churning up. You see loads of barons on the other side. They're going to hit the cacos. They're all going to infight, and then hopefully as well you can see, oh, there's 2 cybers there. And if I hang back just around here, so towards the back here, all the barons there are going to fire at me, and it'll hit the lip, so it doesn't reach me. But if the cyber walks underneath, it's enough to hit their head, so it'll be an infight. So I'm going to hang here for a bit. See what happens. That's good. Get the cacos fighting is good. I can also walk up to get the cyber to... Oh, there you go. Cybers are shooting. So there's lots of barons there, so the two cybers can do a good amount of work on them. And then there's I said the two waves. I bought two waves out together. The second wave is the cybers here, but I want them in so I can get as much infighting from them as I can. So I'm going to cough now. I've had a cough for a couple of weeks, which has kept me off the channel. You can see as well in the background there, just over where that soul sphere is, there's a skull switch on the wall. And that skull switch opens up the bars there to the mega at the back. So once this thins out, which it is now, I'm going to run over there, flip that switch. There's another one diagonally opposed in this corner. I'm going to flip that one, and that will lower that, and I'm going to run in while the cybers are still alive. So this is pretty risky. I do need the cybers to make sure the area outside here is clear, so I want them to fire at me here in the window. Or maybe I'll just give up on that. But you can die really quickly here if you're not patient. I need to be patient that enough of these barons are taken out and not to get hung up. I'd really like it if one of the barons tried to shoot me, so I know there's nothing underneath that's going to hang me up if I run out. Okay, it's time to go. Let's go. Switch. That's one done. Oops, other side. So they're blocking the area I want to go to, so that's not great. Because the switch is over where they are. Come on. Okay, let's get out. And then I'm going to run for it. And I missed it. Great. Come on. So, one thing I could do is get the spider mastermind to help me by trying to shoot them. But it's dangerous to get out there now. I need to flip a switch which is near where they are. Oh, this is the thing. If I run at the wrong time, I'm in a lot of trouble. So you can see there's a cyber there. There's another one over there. Go. Okay. I'm just going to move over here so I can get a good look at what's going on. I need to draw them over here so I can get to that other switch. That baron's going to annoy me. And you see the spider mastermind is trying to scam me. Okay. Come on, cybers, over here. To be honest, if they're distracted, I nearly take them out. But there is another wave I want them to help with. Okay. This is good. Let's get out of the way of that. And then over here. Okay. Flip that switch. Now get out of here. Actually, you know what? Let's get in here to get to safety. So that far door is now open, where that mega is, and I've got good health and stuff. I just need to be able to get out this window without getting hung up. There we go. Over here and into this corner. Let's go and wake up all the revenants and things. Gonna try and get the blue key. Okay, need to be careful. Do you know what? I'm gonna try and get out here by going up here and getting into this. And now I'm at that section. So I can get back in there if I want to by going through this again. That brings me up to the safe area at the top. But hopefully there's some infighting going on. And in case there is, I'm just going to process some other areas first, like this. I love throwing rockets in there, but obviously with the door, if it closes while you're throwing a rocket, you're going to take a lot of damage, so be careful. So just going to move through this. Want to take them down. Don't stay out too far, for too long, because the stuff up on the wall that I'm leaning against on my right is going to fire down on my head. So I just stay close to this wall. And actually, going to throw some rockets up here again. Can't really see. That's alright. Okay, so we're going to get arch files here, so I need to be a little bit careful. Let's take out this Hell Knight, and again need to be careful of the stuff up top that it doesn't rain down on my head. And that's looking pretty good. And once this is tied up, I'm going to bring in the arch files. That one there is going to annoy me. There you go. Okay, the arch files are going to come in here, so let's grab some ammo so I don't get low. And I'm going to bring them in. So there's one in there and one further up the stairs. So get to this area here and then just start pummeling your rockets in. The imp bodies being there is really, really helpful because it slows the archvile down from attacking. Oh, wasn't expecting them to be that close. Okay, archvile's got a protector if it brings up that Hell Knight again, so need to be careful. There we go. That's pretty good, I'm happy with that. So that's the two archviles down and all this stuff. grab all these. This is a little bit out of sequence because I'm not going to go up to the next area. Just wanted to tidy this up while I was here. And you see a few stim packs. That is a secret as well we can get later on. So I'm just going to go back to this other area and see was anything actually in fighting. Yeah, looks like it was okay. But again, we've got cybers there. And I know I'm parked in this room a lot. It's kind of the way to play this one though. There's an awful lot of stuff out there. It's a lot of time and effort to take it down. So, you know, bringing it all in, getting it all started, getting the cyber demons in fighting can be really, really helpful here. So again, just going to try and find the right position here. So go back to the highest step and then drop down one. And that's a pretty good place to be. Where the projectiles coming from there should be hitting the cybers. A nice one as well is the rockets. If you run sideways, they hit a wall. Anything, if there's a cyber underneath it, it's going to cause an infight. Come on. There we go. So you can see the rockets going over now. That's going to do a lot of work. And all those sea of imps, they're all going to get recruited into my cause and start firing back. So just keep stuff going here. If I get 2 cybers in there, they'll make relatively quick work of all of those imps. And then once, just like the last one, once they start to thin out a little bit, I'm going to get out of here while the cybers are still distracted. And I'd actually like to take the cybers down. So while they're still distracted, I'll try and use the BFG to take them out. So I'm not too one-on-one with the cybers. Right. So up to 500 kills. This bit is a little bit of a waiting game. This is a good place to hang out to see all the imps get fired on. But it takes a bit of time. That cyber was hit, so they're definitely infighting. Okay. Just hitting one lone imp over there, that's not great. Just keep it going. Not going to be brave with this one in any way, because this, I said at the start, I expected this to take me like an hour and a half. If I push this, I just die. You know, I don't have a good strategy for running this any harder than I'm currently doing, because it's quite a challenging map for my skill level. So, waiting up here, making sure to tin out all the imps, and then I'll get out and deal with the next bit. There is a spider mastermind up there, so I could lean over to that side and get it to target me so it hits the cybers and gets them infighting. But first priority is getting the imps down. There, it's looking pretty good. You can see everything thinning out. Getting close to halfway in terms of kill count, which is good. And definitely the upfront part I'm doing here is the hardest. These are the hardest sections of the map. Got a bit of health left here, so I'll leave that. Okay, so that's thinning out quite a lot now. Might actually just bring in that spider mastermind. So if the cyber walks underneath me and the spider mastermind targets me, he's going to hit it. Come on. Now's a great time to target me. There we go. So it's hit the cyber. So that's causing an infight there, which is nice. That just means the cyber's distracted. Gives me an opportunity to take it down. Wouldn't mind if it also got the second one involved. And, you know, got to run for it. Just going to make sure there's no rockets in the air, and I'm going to go and see what's happening. So are both cybers distracted? Probably, yeah, they are. Maybe I was being a bit overly ambitious with that. Oh, I just saw them coming in the window. There we go. Got a bit lucky with that. That could have gone wrong for me. Okay. So let's get in here before I lose too much health to this. Hopefully that's pretty low on health as well. I know I'm not using these particularly efficiently, but I'm more worried about my health. 40%. I can recover from this with some of the health pickups and stuff that are around, but I definitely don't want to be getting too low. Okay, so probably another BFG. There we go. Okay. So let's take my time and restock here. It's you know, it's relatively tough getting this far with it. So let's grab these, get back out. Check over here, we've got some rockets, let's get them. We've got that mega, so I didn't actually need to pick up all the rest of it, a bit of a waste. And I left some rockets here, why not? I'll say anything that gives you an advantage, just go for it. Let's grab that. Okay, so there's lots of health kits and stuff left here, but let's leave that for now. And now we are roughly halfway. So let's get out of here. I'm gonna start tidying up some bits outside with my rockets. So all the Mancubi and that, we're gonna start to take them down. The Hectobi there as well, they're a bit of a pain. You can see the ones on the other sides, do be careful with this. Okay, I think that's one down, which is good. This one next. Okay. I like to run over here just to give myself a bit of space because they're pretty trigger happy. Oh, if you look out at the wrong time, you're going to lose a lot of health. So we've got a Mancubus there. 3 in a Mancubus, 5 in a Hectobus. That's the way I tend to go for it in terms of rockets. Up here next, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or maybe I can't count. Okay, this one next. It's good. Got one here. Got Mancubus in here. Trying to shade myself a little bit from that Hectobus. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good. I think we've gotten them all, which is nice. I'm going to tidy up the final section next just to get some rockets. So you get more rockets here than you use. And it's no good to you at the end. So, and this is pretty straightforward to deal with when you've killed all the stuff in the outside area. Let's just take that down. Okay, that'll do. So go in here and we get rockets on this side. And rockets on this side. And now we're in pretty good shape. 82 rockets. Happy enough with that. Alright, gonna go in and do this section next. Don't like this section, be honest. I find it tough. So my standard way of doing this is well, I'm gonna pick up some stuff first, but get the BFG ready and shoot my way out. And then come back in more slowly and deal with it as I go. So let's fire back in here. That's the first bit out. I need to get out of here though. And I didn't do that particularly well, but I made it, so it'll do. And this is what I meant. Deal with it then from here. The trickiest part of this is just revenants and stuff all over the place, firing, tracing rockets and stuff like that. And everything's moving around, so it's actually pretty hard to hit. Okay, that wasn't great. I'll say it doesn't come out, so at least that part of it gets a bit easier. But like, you know, dealing with the stuff here I find pretty tough. So, again, my focus is always the revenants first. You can see those rockets coming through. Just need to be super, super careful with them. Just see if I can take some stuff down. I don't know if I'm hitting that Hell Knight or not. Hope I am. Just tidy this up a little bit more slowly. Going to run down here, right to the bottom. Just get into this corner. I'm going to go back in the other way, watching my back as I go. Let's get the imp first. Then we've got the revenant on that side. There we go. That one's down, and then it's a bit more straightforward. Let's save a couple of rockets. Okay. That's been one of the better ones. In my practice, I haven't done that well with them. It's been pretty poor, to be honest. Okay. So, same thing. Okay, stuck in. That's pretty good. And it's going to slowly work my way up here. Try and take out stuff as I go. Just getting hung up like that is the bit that worries me. If I get caught up like that and there's a rocket on the way, I'm in a lot of trouble. Let's get out of the way. We do have the soul sphere there, so I'm feeling relatively comfortable with my health. But definitely don't want to die yet. Oh, the revenant was stuck. That's nice. Okay. You know what, I'm going to keep myself a couple of rockets. Always easier to have some rockets. Just hope these barons don't synchronize against me with their projectiles. Looks pretty good. Just focusing on one, because it's always easier to reduce the numbers as you go, rather than taking down all their health simultaneously. Okay, in here. This section here is a bit tricky. Throw on the BFG. Second one here has got an arch file. Just hit it fairly quick. Oh, not 3. Okay, such as it is. And this bit here, I just flip this. We're going to get loads of spectres and then revenants at the back. It's the revenants that worry me, but the spectres can be a problem. So just use your BFG. Okay. I don't know what to say about that, to be honest. That went, I feel, much better than it should have. Much better than I had a right for it to go. I feel like I did that quite poorly and it ended quite well. Okay, so got all that stuff down. You can use some rockets just to throw a rocket over on each ledge. It tends to scatter the imps quite heavily, which is nice. Come on, there we go. That's pretty good. I'm going to leave the armor there because I'm actually not too bad. And just, you can run across all the platforms here. You've got the crushers and things. My preference is actually just drop down in the pit. There's a door here. You can see the mismatch there. And the switch is here. So flip that switch, turn around, and I like to go through here next. This is a secret, so our second one. You've got another blue armor there, mega armor, which is great. So I don't know this one that well, so I just need to be careful, but I know there are spectres, so I need to not shoot myself. If I need to escape, that takes me back to the start of that area I just went into. So let's open it up and get things moving. There you go, spectre straight in my face. So if you've got the rocket launcher on here, you're going to suffer. I'm just going to wriggle around a lot and try and take stuff down until I see no spectres, which I think is now. And then I'm going to try and take stuff down over here. We've got revenants in the back firing as well, so actually, you know what? Let's get the rocket launcher on here. That's pretty good. Bit worried the spectre's going to walk in on me, but you know, that was really productive. I enjoyed it. I'm going to get over here next, which isn't good because they're there, so let's get rid of them. Okay, but I went into that area because I wanted to deal with the stuff that was coming through, or the stuff in here can't get out. So if you're in here, oh, okay, I can see where that's coming from now. Need to be careful. Let's get over here, take these out. Grab the rockets. There is some health there if I need it, but I don't. And I'm going to go back to my corner. So they're going to infight, which is nice, because they're all hitting each other. When I get a chance, I'm going to go in. Really don't want a rocket chasing me in here. That's good, okay. Just stay over on this side. Oh, let's grab some shells. Because I prefer not to use rockets. Keep my heavy stuff where I can. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm hoping there's no spectres again. I'm a bit worried there are. But that revenant up there I'd like to get next. Oh, that was a bit close. There we go. Oh, I feel like there's stuff around, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, let's keep going. We've got loads of imps over here. Let's just clear out this area next. The monster kill count is taking over quite nicely here, so I'm happy enough with that. I've definitely played the hardest parts of the map so far, but there are a lot of them that can just go wrong. Let's take them out. There we go. Grab these. This bit is a bit cringy because I like to rocket these, but the walls are very close to you. So, oh. Feel like that was going to go wrong. Okay. Watch here because we do have spectres in this area. There are health kits there if you need them. Come on. So we've got spectres and imps. Just run along here. Side to side motion to dodge. I just keep firing because I can't tell if there's anything behind them or not. Okay. So that's pretty good. We've got a revenant. Focus the one revenant here. So just walk over this far so nothing else can hit you. And then get the revenants down from here as quick as you can. Come on. Okay, that's pretty good. Rest I'm happy to shotgun down. Oh, nothing there. You can probably hear an arch file. So we need to be ready for it. Let's fire ahead and walk in. Let's see if I can shotgun it down instead. Don't want to bring up the Revenant though. I'll do. Grab shells, grab loads of stuff here, which is great. We've got quite a tough fight you need to be careful with here. It's the sort of one where I tend to take a lot of my own damage. So I might actually grab a Soul Sphere before I progress to the next section. So let me just run back quickly. There's actually 2 Soul Spheres over here. I'll grab the one in the secret just to make sure I don't forget my secrets. There's one here. That's the secret. We're going to get that. It's a very fast run from a switch. There's one in here which is not a secret. So I'll keep that in the bag for later. And yeah, why not? Okay. So over here we've got a switch. This is a very fast run. This is tricky. Like, you need to be running flat out with that. Any bit there where you're not strafe running, you're going to struggle. Again, I'm not an SR50er, so that's just standard strafe SR40. So let's keep moving. So we're really good on health and armor, and we're pretty good on ammo and things as well. So this bit here, I like to pre-fire loads of stuff into this before everything, I walk in to spawn everything. So lots of stuff in like that. Don't mind wasting. And then the plan here is just slowly, like small bits over and back. And get out of it. You need to get in here quick and stay on it. Okay, I'm getting penned in, so I'm going to run down to the back. This is getting pretty tight, to be honest. I should probably have the BFG on at this stage, because I'm not managing this well, to be very honest. And I really don't want to die. That's the main thing. Okay, not convinced that was the best use of cells, but I'm alive, and that's the key thing. That fight didn't develop as well that time for some reason, but okay, it's done. Next section on this, gonna flip this lift. It takes us back to the start. I think we can get some rockets up here actually, grab those first. And when we get back to the start here, we're going to have 2 arch files that we need to deal with. One up top, which comes in first, so I'm going to deal with that, and then drop down and deal with the other one. So let's get in there pretty quick. That's one done. So you can see the other one there. Oh, that worked out well. Again, I don't know, I feel that worked out better than I deserved. Oh, I'm going to get hung up by something. Let me get up here. Good. Okay. They're all down. It's that opening section. We kept this. You know what? Not the worst time to pick it up. My biggest thing here is not wanting to die. So we've got the blue key first, which is nice. And we've cleared out lots of this section. I'm going to keep going this way. Another Soul Sphere there. Let's leave it behind. Be careful when you're running down the stairs, because your momentum can carry you into it without you wanting to pick it up. Okay. So I've got all that. I'm just going to go through this area and finish it off. Running through that area like I did stopped all the crushers, which is nice. But we've got an immediate teleporter to get over. So we go right over the other side and run to safety. I like just take down those imps and then you're safe here. And just peekaboo shoot the rest. Just check your back if there isn't anything coming in. Because we do have some stuff over there. Just listening out for it. Grab the shells. And I'm just going to go back and tidy this up. So you can see we've got Hell Knight there. I've stopped the crushers in an awkward place, which means I can't get from platform to platform. So I'm going to lose a couple of rockets and things that are on the way. But that's life, I guess. And this teleports me back to the start. Yeah, I can get over this one. So that's helpful. I'm not great with platforms, as you can probably tell. Come on. Let's me move forward just in case there's anything coming from the sides. So we've got those, that's okay. Okay, everything's dead, that's the main thing. And I'd like to get back there again, so let's just go back this way because the teleporter is easier and we are a bit blocked there. So let's teleport back. This section is interesting and, you know, I probably mean that in a funny way. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab the Mega Armor as well, because this is a pretty good run. I'm happy with this so far, and I don't want to die 45 minutes in. Okay, so now we're pretty fully stocked. I just realized we don't have any cells. Cells would be very nice to get, and I'm actually going to go and get them. So again, let's dodge that Soul Sphere and not pick it up accidentally. But we know at the... Where am I? Oh yeah. We know at the other side of this that we've left some cells. So although it's a bit of a jog, I'm going to go for it. Left some in here. So let's grab those. And we probably have some at the end, and I'm going to grab those too. So let's go out this way. So we finished loads of stuff here. There's some cells in these areas. Got the other ones. And just this last area here as well. Have a quick look in here. Look at that. Loads of cells. So no harm in coming to pick those up. Okay. Teleport back. And let's get back to where we were. You can see more cell packs lying around as well, which is nice. But I just want to keep myself in really good shape on this one. I tend to die in this in funny ways, where just I get locked into a room for a fight and I'm going with low health and I don't come out. And the next bit of this, I'm going to bring a cyber in, and we've got loads of like heck to buy and things scamming us. So I just want to be super careful with it. Okay, so this is back to where we were before I went off scavenging for resources, and we're looking in pretty good shape now, so I'm happy with that. Let's drop in. There's health on either side if you need it, so you can pick those up and just pick up the bits and pieces. But you're going to get 2 arch files in. I don't know this section that well, so I need to be careful here. But we get 2 arch files in when we pick up that yellow key, so I like to pick it up in reverse. So fire ahead. Okay, it looks like I did a bad job there. Okay. Let's get down here. You can see the cyber and things there. Now you can choose how much time you want to spend in here. You can get some infighting, but you can also just run out. So you can run out like that. You can also, there's a secret up top there, see where the candle is. It gives you an invone, so you can walk over that, pick it up and tidy up the area if you want to. But you can get a nice tidy up here from here, where the cyber will come and keep firing. And we could go and deal with other sections. So you see the cyber there. So those are all infighting. Might just leave that for now. And go back here. Might start up the next section. Okay, kill count is good, 850. Just going to do an initial tidy of this area. Not playing this in a particularly great kind of order, but just what feels comfortable. So I'm going to run around here. 2 rockets, take a Revenant down, but we need to be careful because we get chased with rockets. That's good. 2 Revenants down, fewer rockets chasing me. Get this one. Really wanted to take that one down, and I'm going to change direction because all that chasing stuff tends to catch up with you at the wrong time. Let's get this one down. You can see all the stuff building there. Not great, so let's get rid of it. Okay, and then going to run the reverse direction and try and take these down. That's another one, good. I've been scammed a number of times in my practice runs for this, where the rockets chasing me caught up on me. So I take this one pretty seriously now. It's good. Once you take down the main ones in the corner, you get a bit more time, because they're the ones with the most visibility. They can see around the map best. You can see stuff still chasing us, so let's keep moving. Oh, a bit hung up there. Oh, that one just doesn't want to go down, does it? Let's go back. Now it's down. Okay. Not being chased, so let me... Well, I thought I wasn't being chased, but I was, clearly. So I've got a little bit more time with these. Okay. That one didn't want to go down. Let's keep going. I know it's a bit slow, but you need to keep moving because they do catch up and they're a bit miserable when they do. And moving revenants are hard to hit. That one's down. Come on. That one's down. Okay, I think that's them all. You can pick up some health if you need it, but definitely going to pick up some rockets. This next bit, I tend to BFG-ish just because of the spectres and I can't see them well. So get your BFG on, be ready with it, flip the switch and push your way out. The Revenant here tends to be a bit miserable for me, so I like to do it that way. You know what? I don't know why I'm running over there like that. Seems a bit foolish now that I'm doing it. Okay. So we've got lots of spectres. I find them very, very hard to see. So I just need to be a little bit careful with them. Okay, didn't see that one. Need to do a bit better than that. Okay. Sometimes I shoot ahead just to see if I can see a spectre. Doesn't seem it. Okay. Oh! That was a bad time to switch to my rocket launcher. Okay. Gonna go for these. And then fishtail back, deal with these ones. They all nicely kind of move over to the side, which is great. And we've got no revenants, so I'm less concerned about chasing rockets and stuff. Okay, that looks pretty clear. Just take down some of these, and then we'll go up top and deal with the rest of them. Okay. Come on. That'll do. Over here next. Looks pretty good. I can get up top next. We're okay for health, so let's just get up. 50 rockets, we're doing pretty well. Do I need shells? Apparently I do. Okay, let's get up here. Watch out here, you can have stuff immediately here. Okay, and we can pick up rockets on either side, so let's grab those. And then it's tidy up time. So just tidy up whatever's around. Not sure what's here. And you can get stuff from multiple sides, just be a little bit careful. And then you get a pair of imps in each of these. So try and take them down. That's alright. Flip this switch. It opens a new area in the back over here. Just show that in a second. But be careful with this section, because I don't know, I've had to practice this, so it opened up that section. I've had to practice this a lot, so just tidy up everything else before you go any further. Make sure there's nothing alive or... Oh, I forgot about the pairs of imps, so let's tidy them up. There we go. So I think I left... Oh, there we go. Let's grab that. Okay. So I'm actually going to jump in here for a secret. So run over here. I've killed all the Hectobi and stuff outside. So I can get up top here, back into that, and we get the Soul Sphere, which is nice. I can go back in here just with a little bit more health to make sure that, again, my risk of dying in silly conditions is reduced. And let's get up top. Okay, 2 areas we can go. We're going to go over right here and go in this door and start to turn up this whole section. Lots of things to do in here, so let's get it moving. First thing I like to do is just go in here, turn around, and just keep firing rockets. I like to stay out from the wall a little bit and just keep... I'm not worried about wasting rockets. We've got spectres coming. We're going to have revenants in here as well. I like to stand out at this angle so that I can dodge revenant rockets. So if they're chasing me and I run that way, which I shouldn't, it's bad, but if I run the other way, they go into the wall. So being able to run in that way with the revenant rockets is really helpful. Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, they're chasing me. Let's be careful. Okay. Come on. Okay, let's get rid of that. I don't want to pick up the Soul Sphere is my problem. And then back the other way. No, didn't get it that time. There we go. Okay, grab all the rockets here. Pretty good. We can get a Soul Sphere there. Don't really need it, so I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to run in here and wake up some of this stuff. So if you walk into this, that all wakes up. And I'm going to run around a little bit. I like to take down this one here. It'll get replaced, and then just take down the second one. and then run back out. And I just do some loops here, so the Revenant rockets start hitting some of the Hell Knights we have, and we get a little bit of infighting, which can be helpful. And I kill that first Hell Knight for no particularly good reason, to be honest, but just if it gets tough I can hide here and nothing can see me. That's the only reason I do it. It's not particularly helpful. Okay, so they're all infighting. You know what, I'm going to leave it alone and go in here. And I can't, because I can't get out until I flip a switch. And that switch is in a very awkward location. Go on. There you go. So the switch is just over here. I'll run past that. I'm not going to go for it just yet. See it there with the candle? The red dot with the candle on it. Okay. Lots of things getting distracted, so I might take down some Hell Knights here. Getting odd kicks and things off the walls, so I need to be a little bit careful with that. Don't mind disturbing the infights and taking on some of it myself instead. But I often take unnecessary damage in this section where I'm just being foolish. Come on. Okay, it's thinning out a bit, which is good. These ones here, let's take them down if I can. Okay, I've done surprisingly well. I normally take an awful lot of unnecessary hits in this. Okay. Oh, I thought I had all the Revenants down. I clearly don't. Ah, right over at the end. And you were the one that got me. Okay, let's save a rocket or two. Okay. So that's pretty good. Good for rockets, good for health and things. We can flip that switch. Let's grab that. What will we do next? We can go into that section. Kind of regretting I didn't finish off the other Cyber Demon already, so I might just go back and do that now. So there is a secret here. Let's do that. We're going to get a Soul Sphere. I don't really need it, but I'm going to grab it while I'm here. So I don't want to come back. And that's the one we left earlier, which is good. And we can get back up top. So I will admit in this one, I'm playing a very odd route in this one. So the routing here isn't brilliant. I'm running back to a section I started earlier, but I'm suspecting that the infighting wasn't particularly productive over here. But let's get over there anyway. See what that Cyber is up to. I feel like I should have just finished it off while I was here the first time. Okay, I'm in anyway. That's good. And I wouldn't mind grabbing the Invone here, to be honest. So I might go over there just because it's a secret as well, I guess. Okay, I'm playing risky games here. Very easy for me to have gotten caught up in that. I want the Cyber to get out of there. Okay, there's an opportunity here. Ah, pushed me off. Okay. Hoping the Cyber will just do some useful work for me here. It sounds like it's doing it again. Let's get back into it. Want to get that done. Oh, even better. This is definitely a map that I need to be patient with, because if I push it, I will die. So just hitting 1 hour. I was hoping to get it done in an hour and a half. Kind of on track for that, I think. Okay. Always need to be careful jumping down. There isn't just stuff waiting for me. Come on, hit the barn for me. Okay, not me, thanks. So, I haven't gotten a lot of infighting this, which is a bit disappointing. Okay, I thought that was enough rockets to get it. Apparently it's not. Come on. Something's infighting, that's useful. Some bit of help at least. Okay, I'm seem to be using a lot of rockets to get that job done. I need to be careful there, I'm going to get hung up. Come on. Okay. Let's grab these while I'm here. Ideally want to get rid of some of those, but they don't look like they're doing anything productive. Looks like neither of them can kind of hit each other. Okay, what else is there? Oh, there we go. Could hear the noise, but didn't know where it was. Go on, hit it. Okay, so a bit of slow tidy up here, but that's all done. This area is done, and I can get back out again. I'm going to go for that invone now, actually. So you just need to get the right steps here. So up top here, keep going over this as far as you can. Then over this side, up here, and over this side here, and you've got your invone. And I think you have to pick up the invone, so to get the secret, to tag the secret, so I'm going to do that. I'm not coming back here, so I'm just going to grab this. Okay, so we're over 1,000 kills. This is looking really good. I know it's been a bit slow in places. That's just where I am. Happy enough with that, to be honest. This is a challenging map set, and I haven't practiced it that much, and I haven't gotten this far at all. So, sorry, I've gotten this far in practice, but not in any of my playthroughs so far. But I've only started today. I've only been playing a couple of hours, so I'm looking forward to getting this one done. So let's stay sensible. I've got 6 out of 7 secrets as well, which is good. I honestly can't remember what the other secret is, but I'm sure I'll figure... Oh, I know what it is. That's good. I've done well with my secrets then. So this is all tidied up, and we picked up everything we needed. Great. Going to go in here next. This is all opened up since I flipped that other switch. And lots of different ways you can play this. I've got a particular strategy I like. Get this on, again, run past in your soul sphere, and then just shoot the barons and get past them quickly. Okay, I've skipped a line def there, which I don't want to do, so I'm going to go back and restart that. So I need to be careful when I run in here, it'll open up. There we go. Which is not the way it's supposed to happen. Just wanted to get around that, and I did it. I'm just going to quickly run down to the end, open everything up, pick up the red key so that those 2 cybers that are in start infighting all of these revenants. And I need this BFG because I can get held up here with specters and them, and I've got an Archi file there and one on this side. If I'm unlucky, I miss. Oh no, that's really unfair. So, oh, sorry. We've got loads of specters here and I can't see. Okay. Need to be careful here. This is the toughest part, is the revenants coming into this hall with specters and things lying around. And wait. Okay, I've done well. I've done well. So I don't mind running down, up and down here a little bit every now and again. Whenever I run into an area like this, I'll always have plasma because you get pinched off. And the whole point of running in there is to get the cybers to fire at me. And when they do, we get a lot of infighting with those revenants, and that can be really, really helpful. As I say, toughest part can be the revenants getting into this hall. So I park myself here and don't let them out. You can see the rockets coming over, so they are infighting the cybers. I can actually go and tidy up some barons here. Oh, you just heard a cyber go down. I'll be honest, not particularly expecting that, but fine. And then just watch here again that these revenants aren't coming in. They've been pretty well behaved so far, which is nice. I'd love to have a bit more health, but there are 2 soul spheres. There's one there and one I've left over here, so I'm okay for now. You can hear a cyber there. There we go. Okay, again, if I'm going to run in here, I want my BFG on. Let's run. Get some rockets in the air. Try not to get hit. Get back out. And get myself some cover. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I just heard the cyber die. No, there it is. Just checking for the footsteps. Good. It's down. Just need to be patient here again, same as always. You can telefrag both cybers through the last secret that's left. I didn't mention much about the secrets, but I think I found 5 of the secrets in my playthrough. 2 of them I looked up. This was one of them. I can't remember what the other one was, but one of the hard to find ones, because this is a very, very big map. Okay, not a lot of happening there to help me, so let me pump in some rockets. Keep it moving along. Okay. You do need to treat this bit with a bit of respect as well, because it can go wrong. It might actually end up telefragging that cyber demon if it's not being helpful to me. Okay, gonna run down. Gotta be very careful with the Arch file. And I did not mean to pick that up. Okay, missed that. Gonna hang there for a second to get away from the Arch file hit, and I didn't. I took it. Not great, but fine. I'll deal with that. That Arch file is a pain. I would love to go and take it down. Okay, let's get rid of that. Don't want to be taking unnecessary damage here. I get impatient and it causes me to run into areas where I'm going to take damage. I'd love to get over there and get the Arch file. I'm not going to make it. Let's back out. I'm going to run into the center area here. Oop, wasn't expecting you. Going to run into the center area. Oh, I was not expecting stuff in here. That's not great. Let's get back out. Okay. Fair enough. I've learned my lesson. There is a monster block in line dev here, so they can't come after me from this side, just from this one. And obviously these scam me if I try and get into a position where I could try and take out the Arch file. The secret also gives me some rockets. Okay. You can see the Arch file there in the distance. It's a bit of a pain where it is, because it's up on a pedestal, so it's kind of hard to take down. Okay. Let me keep going. I think I'd like to get into this area to get the secret. So it's in here. I'd never find that, I'll be honest. I can telefrag the cyber here, actually. I think I'm going to do it. So let's grab all the rockets that I wanted to get, and then we can hop with this and telefrag. So that's telefrag the first. The second one wasn't there, so it didn't matter. And let's get back out. So it brings you back to where you were. And you get back out. And because it's a monster block in line dev, you don't tend to get anything chasing you into the secret, which is good. There we go. Okay, I want to take them down. Just need to be careful. There's some long distance stuff, so you can poke your head out and suddenly get a rocket in the face. But they do pack up against that monster block in line dev, so it's not particularly challenging. Cybers are gone, so I can take a little bit of time, try and get some rockets out to them. Oh, didn't want to get that. Oh god, I'm forgetting bits here. I just haven't practiced this bit much, that's the problem. Okay, so from here I get advantage on this. And again, they get replaced, but not infinitely. So most of them have 2. So if you take one down, you get a second one in. When you take the second one down, it's gone. So that's pretty good. I'm just trying to avoid that soul sphere. Okay. Okay, just take them down. Just stay safe is the main thing here. I get a little bit quiet when I'm concentrating pretty heavy, because if you run into a train of rockets, your day is over, and that day has been a long day. Okay, you can just see those waiting to get me. So a nice place to scrub off is in here. Get in here so you get rid of those rockets. Anything chasing you is gone. And we're looking pretty good. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. I would love to take down the Arch file. That's the thing that's bothering me most. Okay, that Arachnotron, I hope it can't hit me. That's going to be pretty bad. You can see here, like, I'm at a distance with a lot of them. I can't really get them down in a good way. Okay, that's not great. Let's get out of the way. So I'm kind of stuck here. I can't get that close to the Arch file without taking loads of punishment. So I'll just try and see if I can edge closer. Actually, relatively low on rockets. There are some on the other side. Actually, that was a bad idea, because it's going to target me. Alright, you know what? I can pick this up now, because I'm fairly close to 100%. So let's get myself up to 200. And I'm going to go into the other area and see if I can get myself some more rockets. But I need to hide from the Archvile strike here. So, there's one. Rockets, rockets, rockets. And over here, hide from it. But this is dangerous. Okay, so back up to 50 rockets. Again, apologies for being strategic here with trying to stay alive. But 70 minutes. Okay, that went down pretty quick. Must have had some previous damage. Let's get around it. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Going to go back in here and just make sure I take all of the things that will help. Don't want to make life any more difficult than it needs to be, which I'm doing now. Oh wow. Okay. Let's grab all this stuff. Is there anything here I can take down? No. I've taken all the bits and pieces here. Yeah. Don't think there's anything over in the other areas. Okay, so we're all done here. We're near the end. I can feel it coming. This is good. Okay. I run through this area as fast as I can. That's my strategy here. The Arachnotron will decimate you if you get hung up. So move quick. Get out of the way. And then I just back up, take one at a time. Okay. I think it's fair to say that was foolish. Okay, there's nothing on the other side, so I'm going to go and deal with this one. Best way to deal with it is just hit it, and then it stops firing. Okay, I was not aware you were there. That's pretty poor. Okay, so I've lost loads of health now, which isn't great. Let's see if I can find some more. Definitely don't want to die here. I think there's medikits here, but that was very wasteful. Yeah, 4 medikits. Okay. How much left? 5. Okay. Not a huge number left. So let's get out of here. And there we go. Okay. Can't remember what's there. Oh, this is back to where we were. Okay. And I think I picked up a spare soul sphere here just to get rid of it. Didn't need to do that. I think it was in here. Now I'd love to have it. So let's keep moving. Honestly, not really sure what I haven't finished yet, so I'm going to have to find the area. But I do have all secrets, so I'm pleased with that. Just checking if there's any resources I've left behind. Not particularly. I would quite like a soul sphere. And I'm pretty sure I've left a few around, but I can't remember exactly where. Okay, so this takes me back to the start hub area. So what have I not done? I think I've finished this area, yeah. I have finished all of that area. I have finished all of that area. Pretty sure I finished all this area too. Oh no. I've left this, haven't I, to go back and do the rest. Okay. That's good. Let's go and finish this. Okay, so in this area, this is one of the things that's a bit of a challenge. Walk in, get it started, walk out. Use this as a nice area. We've got 40 rockets left. Not going to take any chances. Just going to keep pummeling rockets. Don't mind wasting them. And I love the dance forward and back routine to get some protection. And then take all this down. I'll say, as always, it's the revenants that always worry me. Okay. So we've got Archvile coming in here. So this can still go wrong. What's that? I hear revenants. Where are they? Okay, get them out of the way. We've got an Archvile coming in there, so I want to take them down pretty quick. You know what? No chances. So let's get some Meg armor. get around to this arch file quick as we can. That's pretty good. Whoa, okay. What? I say don't know it that well. Didn't realise they're going to be walking in behind me. Okay, get a bit of cover, poke out when you need to. So we've got some revenants coming down. Going to keep a bit of distance. No need to take risks with it. Let them filter down. A long, narrow corridor with a rocket launcher is going to be in my favour. I could just back up if I need to. Get to the next one. That's pretty good. But we've got more. So I've left it to the very end, but we're going to get a plasma rifle in a minute. Actually, let's be safe. Grab those. I'm going to grab this and run away. So lots of imps and things teleporting in, but also revenants. So just want to be a little bit careful here. I think actually we get an arch file. I can't remember. Let's get out of the way. Okay. That looks pretty good. No arch file, which is fine. And we're going to get some mancubi in here. So let's grab this. We're going to get a weapon change and then get out. May as well use it because I haven't had a chance to use this yet. And if I do this right, we'll be down to 1 kill. What's happening? Oh, I'm only aware of 1 kill that I should have left, which is the arch file at the exit. Where's the other one? Oh my god, this is a big map to find 1 missed kill. And this is not the way I wanted it to end. Let's grab that health. Can I have a quick look around? Listening carefully as I go. Oh, this is not what I wanted. I've not had this happen in any of my playthroughs. Nothing there. Nothing here. Okay, let's keep looking. Pretty sure these areas are clean, because I did a lot of work down here. Been in and out of these a few times, so low likelihood they're here. That looks good as well. What have I missed? 2 kills and 1 arch file, so something is missed. Arch files in there, going to leave it till the end. Have I left something up top? Again, been through these areas a few times as well, so not expecting anything there. Just the heck to buy can be quiet sometimes. Maybe there's one lying around. Don't see it. Okay, well, I've still got this. Let's grab it. Maybe here. Oops. Just because I was blocked from going across that full path. No, not seeing it. Really? Okay, come on. Not the sort of level you want to replay once you get to this stage. Being quiet there for a bit just to see if I can hear. And also this is a nice perch to look across other areas. Not seeing it. Don't know if something's stuck or fallen asleep or... because I have all the secrets and everything. Did something not teleport in? No, there's nothing down here, but I'm going to look just in case something wandered into a silly place. Nope. Oh, this isn't looking good. Okay, let's do this last section again. Feels like the most likely because it's quite mazy. Trying to run quickly here. Okay, over on the right hand side, this is one area where things can run around a little bit. So let's be careful. Not seeing anything just yet. Actually, I should keep firing every now and again in case it's fallen asleep. Might hear a waking sound. Another soul sphere there, didn't need it. Okay, this section next. I've left something sitting on a pedestal somewhere, haven't I? Oh my god, there you are, wandering around. Okay. I'm absolutely fine with that. I'm sorry you've had to sit through me wandering around looking for it, but I absolutely know you can appreciate me replaying that to get that one extra kill is not how I want to do it. And I like the reality of this is actually not unusual for a run for me, so it's nice to show it that way. Okay. So one arch file, let's go and get it. I think I can just see, and with this it's nice, I feel like my movement is improving a lot. Okay. Back to the last section. Here we go. Oh, I'm so pleased with this. It's been probably 5 hours of playing, which when it takes an hour and a half to finish it, that's pretty good. And a couple of days of practice. Okay, so this is really nice. Flip the switch. Each key in turn drops down, and then the whole thing goes down, and then an arch file appears at the back, so I just pump rockets. And if you see it go blue, you know you've hit it. There you go. All done. You know, I'm really happy with that. I was trying to beat an hour and a half. I got an hour and 20. As I say, like people like Calagon, I've got great runs for this. I'll link them in the description. But I'm pretty happy with this. I know it's a long map, but I really have enjoyed this one. So a bit funny there trying to track down at the end. I'm sorry about that, but I've really enjoyed it. This is the biggest one by a long way that I've played. You know, 1,234 monsters is pretty heavy. When I think of site map 30, Fire and Ice, we had 750 odd monsters in that. So it's nearly double that size. But there are definitely a lot of aspects of this I found a lot easier, because I found with Fire and Ice, they're very similar maps generally, but Fire and Ice was, the space was very tight. You need to be incredibly economical with your use of space, where in this one the map was bigger, there were broader scenes, they were nicely broken down, so you know, you could do an area at a time and you had a little bit of space to maneuver. So I didn't actually find it that tough. I have practiced this one. I know I've been offline for a while. I've been offline for around 4 weeks or so because I had a really heavy cough, so I couldn't record anything, and Christmas got in the way with a young family. Had a great time and ended up just not doing as much with Doom as I was expecting. So I've been practicing again today. It started today, and then this started playthroughs maybe 4 hours ago or so, 5 hours. So really happy to have gotten through in this one. Really enjoyed the map. It's really beautiful. It's a really nice map pack, and this is definitely another crowning glory for a map pack, where lovely architecture. I love all the different areas that you have to work through. It is tough, it is attritional, you need to be careful, but the resources are there. I think one of the key things for me is try and do things in the right order. So I think getting the BFG early on was a really big help, and then never enter a tough section without good health. That's the key thing I've learned as well. And the sections I did up front are definitely the hardest. So that's the way I like to play it. So if I die, I don't replay large chunks of the map. But I've made it through this one in pretty good shape. You know, 7 secrets were pretty tough to keep in mind, but I actually found them along the way. Probably because I needed them, to be honest. I needed the extra rockets and the extra health and things that came with it. But this has been a fairly big challenge, but one that I've really enjoyed. And it's been an awful lot of fun learning about this map, playing it, you know, developing my strategies and things against it. I have looked at some strategies for this, looked online after I did my own. I was really struggling with the routing to begin with before I realised getting the BFG first was the best way to go. I'll link in the description you know, some of the playthroughs that I've looked at that were helpful to me, just in case you want to have a look at them. But I'm quite happy with the routing of this. I was a bit ad hoc in trying to get start some of the sections and then run off while they were developing and do others. It didn't work that well this time. It worked better in the playthroughs, or in my practice playthroughs. But I'm happy to be on top of this one. I'm happy that this is another WAD set I've done. I'm definitely going to come back to this map in the future to see how my skills are going. I can definitely run this one a lot faster, and I'd like to try running it a lot faster. But for now, that's pretty good for me. I think Ancient Aliens is up next, so I'm looking forward to that. So really pleased to have this one done. I've got a couple of outtakes in this, but not a lot, because I probably practiced this one a little bit more before playing, because I couldn't record stuff because I was coughing all the time. So I've got some a short number of outtakes that I'll share, but this has been fairly economic getting through this one in terms of a couple of hours sitting down and of recording, and I've got it done. So I'm really pleased with that and looking forward to the next maps. Thanks a lot for all of the support I've had in the channel. Really, really appreciate it. We just went over 100 subscribers over the the festive period at Christmas. So really pleased about that, and looking forward to another year where I keep pushing myself along the WAD progression ladder and see how I can do in terms of my skills as I get bigger and tougher WADs as I go along. So thanks everybody. Really hope you've enjoyed this one. I certainly have, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, there we go. Cyber's going to come in, do a couple of laps around it, and it should start infighting the... There we go, it's already doing it. Should start infighting all of those revenants, which is great. I'm going to grab some shells, pick up some stimp. Whoa! I thought it was busy with the revenants. It wasn't, it was after me. I'm going to take on this tough room. So we've got the mega there. Leave it as long as you possibly can, because you take a lot of damage, or at least I take a lot of damage in this room. Priority first, take down the revenants, the 2 turret revenants there, and all the imps, and keep moving over and back to dodge rockets. Once it neatens up a bit, I'll start tidying up the rest, and if I see the cyber distracted, I'm just going to go for it and try and take it down. So, revenants first. There we go. Just throwing rockets, lots of maneuvers like this, kind of like S-shaped maneuver. Took another hit, down to 100%, need to keep going. There we go. Revenants are down here, which is good. And down to 70%. Still not going to take that. Mega might end up regretting it. But, oh, that was close. And the longer you can run about, the better. Okay, now's a good time to take. So, don't really want to replay all of that content. Got hung up there, wasn't expecting it. Okay, there's lots and lots of rockets chasing me. Wow. Really need those revenants to get taken out. What's with them? That is a lot of rockets. Oh. I normally don't get that many rockets coming through. Normally at this stage, the cyber and them have tidied up the revenants for me. Not this time. I'm taking a lot of damage here, which isn't good. Come on. Honestly, I've never had that before, so I'm not sure what's happening with my cyber on that side. But they should all be in fighting, and the Hectaby and things should be helping me here. The cyber should be taking stuff down. But those rockets are... Okay, falling in. Couldn't quite get away from that. Come on, let me out. 1% health. Well, this is looking pretty poor. So where's the cyber? I think the cyber died early on, and it's left me all this misery to deal with. It was supposed to be my friend, but not this time. And I really need to take stuff down if I'm going to survive this. This will be pretty clutch. Okay. Oh, come on. This is pretty shocking. Okay, that's a Hectabus down. Ah, it auto-aimed to the imps in the pit and ended up killing myself. Those revenants really need to infight the cyber for me. So I'm going to take out that revenant and the one on the other side, get rid of the imps, run around a lot, and then I'll try and take on the cyber demon when things are a bit calmer and when it's distracted. So let's go. And let's just get rockets ahead of you. Whoa! Like, wow. That's not happened to me before, I'll be honest. I've never died that quickly from good health, but I went red, didn't know where I was, didn't know what was happening, and that was the end of that. Maybe I could have moved a bit better on that one, but I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it. So let's try it again. So it's starting to thin out. I could probably get to that switch now. So I'll start thinking about going soon. If you're ever going to run into barons and things, get your BFG on just in case. Okay, looking good. Okay, I'm... Oh. That was nasty. Okay. Oh... I just didn't occur to me there's actually stuff below the window where I was. So when I tried to jump out, the infinite height pegged me back in, and I started getting scraped and clawed, and then I fell into a gap. That was not a good way to do it. Definitely not a good way to do it. Alright, let's try that one again. Hello and welcome to my 100%... Oop, I'm moving. Let me come back to that. Okay. Hello and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Rush. This is map 12, the destination. And as you can see, we've got 1,234 monsters and 7 secrets. This is me playing blind. I don't know why, because this is not going to last long. So I can see some weapons. I want to grab a good weapon first. Looks like weapons in here. And then some ammo in here. Well, 8 rockets is not going to do a lot of good for me. Okay. Oh wow, look at that. That's looking pretty sweet. Okay. We're going to go down the lift, yeah. I really hope I can get out of here. Oh wow, that's nice. Yeah. Imps and rockets. Oh wow, couldn't even see them. Well, that lasted all of like 4 seconds. Let's give it a quick go. Let's give it again. I think I could do better than that. Okay. So let's get some weapons, get some ammo, get some armor, and let's get out of here. Don't know if I can splash some stuff. No. Okay. Need to get my way out of here. Let's try not to wake up the imps. And I would like to get going for a good run on this. Ah. Just make a little hole and get through. Okay. Let's just tidy up the back trail here. Okay, that's not a particularly effective weapon. Although, it is all I have. I'm going to use a lot of ammo for this. Let's draw them to one side and get back past them again. There we go. That'll help out a bit. Apologies for the cough. I've been sick for the last week or so. Oh, I'm stuck. Not unusual for me. Let's get around. Not looking after my health in any good way. Okay. Well, at least all those down. What am I going to do with all these Hell Knights? Ignore them? Probably. Okay, 11 rockets. Keep moving. What's in here? Pain and misery, no doubt. Let's grab some stuff. Trying to look out for things that might be a bit different as well, because there's lots of secrets in this map. Feel like I should take them down, but they're going to be moving. Nah, forget it. Not going to bother. Okay, I didn't see any switches. Not quite sure what's expected. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's sweet. Spectres, wow. Just bounce. Yeah, not much better than the last run. Let's practice this one.